There's nothing to be as American as apple pie. Hi, my name is Kyle and welcome to Worldwide Campus News and Entertainment, and today we'll be showing you a recipe for American favorite apple pie. So the first thing that you want to do, you're going to peel these apples. We're going to be using 2 large apples or 3 medium-sized apples. You can use any type of apples you want, like Granny Smith, Red Delicious, Jonathan, even like Gala apples or even Fuji apples. But today, I'm going to be using Cameo apples. Then you're going to peel the apples using with a vegetable peeler. I'll come back and show you when I'm done peeling it. So we got the apples has been already peeled. You're going to chop the apples and then remove the core. What I like to do, this is a really fun part, I like to use with the apple slicer to core it into this. You can also use a knife to core it this way. So I like to do, just give that a little core it in. And then after you just core, you can go ahead and take all those wedges of the apples. I like to dice the apples after I core. I'm going to use with a knife. Just the small pieces of apples. You can, little chunks of that. If you like, you can also half of the wedges of the apples after you just core it into the apple core. So we got the apples has been already chopped up into small pieces of bite size, and then you're going to put it into a large bowl, and then we're going to set this aside. Now in a medium bowl for this combo, we're going to put 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, and we're also going to put 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour or 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch. I'm also going to put about 1/2 teaspoon of ground clove and 4 teaspoons of nutmeg, ground nutmeg. I'm going to use the whisk to stir that together. And then once you stir it with the wide whisk with the sugar, cinnamon, flour, the clove, and the nutmeg, I'm going to go back to the apple. Has been chop it in. Just put this apple. To this apple, we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Just give it a moisten the apples. We don't want the apples to turn brown. I'm going to coat the lemon juice to the apples. That prevents for the over browning. And then you want to add with the sugar, cinnamon, flour, clove, and the nutmeg. Has been already just whisked in. And toss it in using with a wooden spoon. Look how the apples are coated into this cinnamon and sugar mixture with the flour, the clove, and the nutmeg. And now I have the pie pastry dough has been already prepared. So I let it thaw on the counter or at room temperature to soften up for 40 minutes. So I'm going to put the pie pastry dough recipe in the description box below at the end of this video. So I'm going to set this apples aside, and then we're going to come back and we're going to divide the dough in half, and then we're going to roll it in flat. So you're just going to flour your board onto the cutting board. Here's the dough. Has been almost ready to thaw. I'm going to open up from some plastic wrap. And then I'm just going to use my knife to cut the dough in half. So this is going to be for the bottom and that's going to be for the top. So take half of the dough, flour on the board. Don't forget to flour your hands and the rolling pin. Now you're just going to roll it into a circle. Just the big circles. Roll it flattened so the pie pan is going to be fit on this size. So I have KitchenAid 9x11" pie pans with the holes on it. So we got the dough has been rolled out, so that's going to be for the base. I just sprayed the pie pan with some cookie spray because it doesn't stick on the bottom of the pie. That'll be easy for the non-stick. You want to take the first dough, you're going to fold it in half and just you can remove the excess flour. Then you want to fold the other half. That will make it fourth. You're going to take this folded dough and then you're going to put it in the pie pan. It has with a hose. Just goes into the middle and then unfold it to open. If it breaks, you can patch it so that it gets to seal in. Then you want to take your apple filling, has been already tossed in. Put it into the base of the pie crust. That's going to be for the first half of the pie pastry dough. And you want to use the wooden spoon to spread it over. I'm going to set this for just a moment and then we're going to roll the last half of the dough. So we got the roll last of the half of the dough. We're going to fold it in. Again, just remove the excess flour. Just we did the same as the base. We're going to go back, almost done for this assembly for this pie. Goes into the center, unfold. And then we're going to, again, still, if you got patch, you can go ahead and use your finger to patch it down while it's still breaking it. Take your hands and you pinch it to seal close. You can also rub it with hot tap water, close easily if desired. You're going to tuck the edge of the pie with the pie pastry dough. Give a little bend. Keep pinching it. Just if it's not pinched, you can add with the hot tap water. Once this seals close on the edge, I like to flute it with my finger right on the edge. You can use your fork to press it on the edge. I decided to use for the egg wash. I put in 1 medium egg with 2 tablespoons of water. I beat it up with a fork. Just give it a quick whip. So after you just whip, you're going to take your pastry brush, you're going to dip in the egg wash and you want to brush it right on top so the pies give nice and shine. Don't forget the edges after it just flute. So this is optional. I like to sprinkle it coarsely with remaining granulated sugar. I just want to sprinkle right on top. You can go ahead and use your finger to smooth that sugar on the top pie dough. And lastly, you're going to cut with some rinse. For this rinse to allow the steam, but don't cut all the way through. And we're almost done to set. Alright, so next step, we're going to put this in the oven for 350 degrees has been already preheated. And you're going to, goes right in here, and you set the timer. I'm going to bake for about like 45 minutes. And then I'll come back and I will show you what it looks like. Alright, here we are, it looks done. You can see I can smell it's really good inside the apples, is nice and tender. So after just bake for 45 minutes in the oven for 350, I took it out and then put it on a cooling rack to cool completely until served warm. And here's the finished apple pie. Serve with some vanilla ice cream and enjoy.